Okay, who are the masters of wisdom and why are they here?
A master is a level that we will all reach. That is a guarantee. It's part of the hierarchical experience on earth that we come here as infant souls, just infants. And through the thousands and thousands of lifetimes that we have, we learn and we grow and we reach a point to where the soul begins to speak through the personality and the spirit of humanity that you are, that you are connected to that because your soul is who you really are. You have a number attached to your soul, one of the seven rays, and it never ever changes. So as you quest to become more than you are, you want to become a master, you want to leave here. You reach a point about the third initiation to where you are questing to go through an initiatory period with the next initiation, the fourth, which is called the crucifixion, which is where Jesus was when he was on the cross. And what we do at that point to become a master is we are at the top of the mountain and now we fall off the other side. Everything we have valued, the material world is gone. And how does that happen? It happens gradually through feelings and through realization. How do we do that? Because we're more connected to our soul than the personality. The personality ray, the physical ray, the astral emotional ray, the mental rays, those are our tools, our toolbox that we're given in every life. And those things change every life. So those things become less. And a master is a fifth degree initiate. They don't have to be physical. They can be physical. They can be born in a human body. But most of them keep the bodies of like a 30-year-old person. And they say we do that because it's easier and more vibrant to activate and to get around. They think in one mind. They think in one mind, but they are also individuals, if you can imagine that. They are perfect beings, perfect humans. They have their own likes, their own dislikes. Some love music, some don't. There are newer masters, and there are some that are absolutely ancient. So it's a whole subject. And as you come to that mastership, there is no more personality. It's not needed because it's a tool to maneuver the five physical senses through the sensory world. And you become all at one. I can only imagine what that will be like, but we will all get there. Now, supposedly, the Maitreya works, the reappearance work says that there are 60 masters that have chosen to work with the physical plane. And you will see them, you will see some of them with the Maitreya at the day of declaration. And that will happen in the near future.
Why don't the masters help more now? How can they watch babies suffer, for example, and not intervene?
Well, suffering is all a lesson of the earth plane. How can you have war, animals, babies, old people? How can people kill each other? It's part of the drama of earth. Earth is a very violent place because of the attachment to the physical senses and the physical world. It's greed, all the seven deadly sins, so to speak, and everything else. It's greed. And they watch because they know that that is just casting off another body. With death, it is just casting off a body. You'll get another one. It's not that they hate, but they are not allowed to interfere because we have what? Free will. We have free will. And that free will is what's causing all the problems and all the joy.
This might be a bad example, but the way you described it made me think of, they see things from a broader perspective than they do. So we are almost like characters in a video game where we die, but the story goes on. It doesn't end. You get to try again, right?
It never ends. You never die. All that dies is the mind, the body, the emotions, the mental self. Those things aren't needed. We are so attached, and I do this too, so attached to, well, who am I when I look in the mirror? That's me. Well, that's just the me, this life, that's the physical body. But it's what happens with masters is that they have a physical form, but it's etheric in a way. It's made of light. There's no more molecular structure there. It is a light body. And they can communicate through our mind to us, but they're not interested in your personal life because that is what you came here to fix. If you are moving forward in the world and after your first degree initiation, you want to serve, you will be attracting them to you, but you have to be consistent. They don't have personalities. I remember once I asked my master, I said, well, what do I do about this? I don't see an answer. He not, oh, I'm so sorry. It was like, keep trying. Keep trying. And it's very clipped and very clear. Is it cold? No, it's clear. It's almost computer like in a way. Do they love? Yes, they are all love, but not the emotional, personal love. You don't need that because you are connected to the Godhead.
Is there something beyond the light body? Does a master have a hierarchy above them?
Yes, they do. And after you become a fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh degree master, you are way out there. And you have the opportunity to become a so called God on another planetary system if you want. You have an opportunity of, I don't even know what, I can't imagine. But so called it never ends. Once you are cast out into from the void into form, you work a process of living through those forms, losing the form, and then you want to return to the void for what is called evolution. Humans evolve through evolving from being cast from the void, from God, into the physical, and the search then to return to it.
I just pictured the infinity sign and constant, never ending growth, change, just like the seasons, everything continues.
Yes, and I myself am not, excuse me, that beeping. I myself am not capable of explaining that to you. I don't have an answer. But what I can tell you is that love is eternal. There is nowhere in God's world that there is not love. There is nowhere. And we don't even understand what that really, really is because we connect love to emotion. And it's not. I wish I could explain it better for my lack of understanding. But that's what it is. It is eternal. It's the fabric of all life, with or without a body.